In today's video, we'll be taking a look at this $65 gaming headset that happens to be comfy, comes with a software equalizer, and a good mic? Well then, let's take a look. Starting off with the box, you'll get a manual, a Type-C charging cable, a 3.5mm cable, the 5.8 GHz wireless dongle, the headset, as well as a surprisingly good quality synthetic leather carrying pouch. Pretty solid. Taking a look at the headset itself, it's got a standard design, all complemented with an equally clean looking logo. However, battery life shouldn't be a problem as the headset will last you up to 10 hours at around 70% of volume, which is already too much volume in my opinion. As for charging it fully, it will take roughly around 2 hours. Taking a look at the controls, we got a simple hardware control volume slider, a microphone button, a power button that also functions as a mode switch to switch between the regular audio and surround sound modes. That is accompanied with some annoying voice prompts that cannot be lowered in volume and mutes your audio when it speaks.
Power on. Headset connected.
Surround sound off. Surround sound on. Microphone off. Microphone on.
Power off.
Thankfully though, it's not a big issue as the software can be used to switch between the modes, as well as automatically starting with Windows and applying your save settings automatically. The top pad has sufficient padding not to cause any major discomfort, and the ear pads are made with some pretty good materials, soft, comfy, and very thick, with an inch worth of depth. Out of the box, it looked like this, but now, it's kinda like this, as the clamping force was a bit too tight for my liking, so I went ahead and stretched it out a bit. The side rails have a partially metal construction, and the same goes for the side mesh covers. Overall, build quality feels solid, with the only thing that could concern me is the curly connections on the side, as the material used feels a bit too stiff and may wear faster over time. Moving on to audio quality, as someone who uses a Sennheiser HD660S and a Sony Mark IV, of course I'm going to find the audio quality here to be greatly lacking. However, I can tell you for the price, as a budget wireless gaming headset, it is in fact very acceptable. Especially considering that it comes with a good sounding mic, and thankfully a piece of software to tune the audio to your liking. The software is quick to install, hassle-free, has a single option for the mic of noise cancellation on or off, but also two other tabs, one with the EQ settings for the standard audio mode, while the other is for the 7.1 surround sound feature. Both are ready with a handful of presets, as well as 5 customizable presets that you can rename and save. Just make sure you hit save after changing your settings. Knowing that you have an EQ slider to control your audio, it's good to know what your headset sounds like by default. So what we have here, what can be considered is some lackluster bass, high trebles, which can hurt, and some alright mids. Adjusting the settings here, although can mitigate most of these downfalls, providing clearer mids, stronger bass, and relaxed trebles, the trebles here cannot be fully refined and can still hurt if you are listening at higher volumes. Overall, you can get pretty close to a more natural, clear, and good sounding audio. It's still going to be better or on par with what you get with an Xbox wireless headset. Now moving on to the mic, it has 2 modes, ENC on or off, which stands for environmental noise cancellation. Thankfully, this feature doesn't eat away at microphone quality too much and doesn't leave you with a pulsating robot voice like the Xbox wireless headset that we have taken a look at in the last video. And that's thanks to the second omnidirectional microphone that's actually located right around here that kind of monitors your audio and cancels out the lower frequencies. It's fairly clear, it's decently loud, definitely beats what you get on the PlayStation Pulse and the Xbox wireless headset, but when it comes to the overall latency of the headset, it is claimed to have around 15 milliseconds of lag, which is alright as far as audio is concerned. And it's also one of the reasons that they're using 5.8 GHz compared to the usual 2.4 GHz, which has lots of traffic, lots of interference from other devices, and their other reason is that 5.8 GHz can actually push out more data, thanks to the higher bandwidth. Finally, we got this 3.5mm cable. It is mentioned to be included in the manual as well as the box, but nowhere does it say what it's actually used for. The headset itself does not have a 3.5mm connection, so what is it for? Well, it turns out the actual dongle has a connection on the side. And get this, it's pretty cool. It allows it to transmit audio through 3.5mm. For example, maybe your TV has an audio out and you want to use the headset to listen to your TV. You can go ahead and plug it into the dongle and power the dongle with a USB connection and you're good to go. Just keep in mind that there is no microphone transmission. But that said, still a really cool and useful feature to have. And so the conclusion, for around $65 you're honestly getting a pretty good deal. The audio quality is good, the microphone quality is surprisingly decent, it's comfortable, and it doesn't look bad. Well, considering what I have seen being offered from Xbox and PlayStation in my last video, I can definitely recommend it, as long as it fits your budget and needs. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone.